Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Grace. I make beauty, fashion, lifestyle vlogs. We're a little bit of a melting pot on this channel. But today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my engagement. I am engaged, getting married. That is, it's like the best feeling. But it is so crazy at the same time to like finally say that out loud. I figured today I would just sit down and do a little Q&A. I asked you on Instagram to ask me questions about the proposal, engagement, wedding, our relationship, really anything. So I'm going to answer those today and talk about the proposal and just share everything with you guys. I'm so excited. Yeah, with all that being said, if you haven't already and you think you want to stick around before we get started, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and the post notification bell, and let's get into the questions. Got my San Pellegrino with a straw so I don't mess up my lipstick. And we're just gonna answer some questions. I guess at first I kind of wanted to just give like a general background on me and Thomas's relationship. If you're new here, you have been around for a while, you've seen him in a few videos. If you're new here, you haven't, but I am now engaged to Thomas. We've been together for 6 years officially on the 4th of July. And we met our freshman year of college at McNeese, and we both were involved in Greek life, which is kind of how we met each other. Pretty funny because Thomas and I actually started out as just like really good friends. We would ask each other for advice on other relationships we were in, people we were like talking to at the time. I always thought he was like the cutest thing ever, but because we were friends, I didn't really want to ruin that. In April of 2014, I went on a spring break trip and we talked pretty much the entire time I was gone. As soon as I landed in the airport, coming home, he called me like as soon as I landed, and I remember going home and telling my mom that, and she was like, "He likes you." I was like, "No, I don't think he likes me. I think we're just like really good friends. I don't think he's interested at all." And then probably about a month later, he told me he liked me. I told him I liked him too. We went on our first date, and from then on we were pretty much inseparable. We started dating like 2 months later, and now 6 years later we are engaged. So that's pretty much just like the little summary on how we met and how we got together. I was talking about you. Oh yes. Yeah. Your hair looks good.
Thank you. I gotta cut it really short this time.
Oh, it is. Okay, sorry for the little interruption from Thomas. He made a quick appearance. I just wanted to give that little background story on us, and I guess we can get into the questions that you asked. The first one, and obviously the most asked question, is how did he propose? So I have a good friend named Kennedy who is a photographer. I've worked with her in the past, and she's also taken pictures of Thomas and I in the past. So I helped her about a month ago. She did a colored photo shoot and I helped with the makeup for that. And she wanted to take some pictures of us for me helping her, like in exchange. Well, that's what I thought. So Thomas had reached out to her the day that he bought the ring and said that he wanted to set up a whole photo shoot for us. But we have no clue that he obviously set it up. So that was her way of kind of getting the photo shoot set up without me knowing. I thought it was for helping her, but really it was because Thomas was planning to propose. So we set up this photo shoot, and she had been sending me different ideas and things, and we found this cute little field behind a church right down the street from where we live. And the day of, now that I look back, he was being so weird about it all, but I didn't think anything of it. So a photo shoot is the last place I thought he would ever propose, just because he's not a huge picture guy. He doesn't love being on videos. So it was very, like, I was the least suspecting of that. So the day comes, we get ready, we go to the photo shoot, we show up at this little field and we start taking pictures. Kennedy usually brings like a little speaker out there for us to listen to music when we take pictures, just because it makes it more comfortable and it's more fun. And she started playing music and we're, you know, posing, having a good time, taking pictures, and our song comes on, which is Cross My Heart by George Strait. That's been our song for like 4 out of the 6 years that we've dated. We always say that that's what we're going to dance to at our wedding, and it comes on. I think nothing of it. I thought it was just a coincidence. So I was like, oh, how sweet, like it's our song. And Thomas kept making comments, yes, like we get to dance this one day at our wedding, and like little comments like that. But I was just so in the moment, like I didn't really think about it. We were just like spinning around. He was spinning me around. We were dancing. We were having a good time, laughing, posing. And Kennedy was just snapping away. And Thomas said, wait, I have the perfect pose for us to do. And it was getting near the end of the song. And I was like, okay, what? And he just like dropped down to one knee. I was so surprised. And I'm pretty sure I even said, are you serious? Like I thought he was joking. And he pulled out the ring and I blacked out. I honestly could not tell you what he said. I do remember him asking like if I would marry him, but I don't know if he said anything else. I just like completely blacked out. I was in such shock. And I'll insert some pictures right here. But yeah, so he drops one knee, asks me to marry him. It's all great. And then it took me a second. I turned and looked at Kennedy. I was like, wait, did you know this was gonna happen? Did he just like do this on the fly? Because that is more of his personality than to like set something up. She was like, no, I've known about it this whole time. All of my friends knew, my parents knew, my sister knew. And it was just funny that everybody in my life knew but me. I always thought, since we've been together for so long, that I would have some sort of idea that it was coming. And I knew that it was gonna happen sooner rather than later, but I definitely did not expect it that day. And so it really was a nice surprise. I could not have been happier. I still could not be happier. One of the next questions is, we want to see the ring, which I had posted this like the day after. I don't think I'd actually like shown a picture of the ring yet when I posted this like Q&A box, but this, let's see if it'll focus. This is what it looks like. It is just a oval diamond on like a skinny little band with little diamonds on it. It is literally, I could not have picked out a better ring if I did it myself, which was another question, if I like picked out or designed the ring. I had sent Thomas pictures of what I liked. He knew what I liked, but we didn't like physically go in a store and me pick it out. He picked it out himself, which I love. Obviously, I probably would have loved whatever he picked out, but the fact that he picked something out that he knew I would love and had been talking about also was like really special and really thoughtful. The next question was, do we have a wedding date picked yet? We don't have a specific date picked. We think we do, but it's not like set in stone. But we're thinking April 9th, 2022, or sometime either the end of March or beginning of April of the year 2022. And the reason being is because Thomas, I don't think I've talked about this yet, Thomas is being deployed in January. He'll be gone for 9 months. So once he gets back, I want to give him a couple of months to kind of readjust and like us be back together and kind of get last minute wedding things done before we actually get married. So it is a little bit, it's a longer engagement. It's about 2 years. But I think I'll actually enjoy it. It'll give me something to do and occupy my time while he's gone. We still have a few months before he leaves, so we can do like the big important things that we want to do together while he's here, we get married. So the date's not set in stone yet, but we do have a timeline of when we would like to get married. We just have to like book our big things to actually set the date in stone. Somebody asked if I was going to be like documenting the wedding planning process on YouTube and doing like a little series, and I actually think I do want to do like a little wedding series. You know, like this I guess would technically be the start of it, and I'll do, you know, like a bridesmaid proposal video and the groomsmen, and like maybe I'll just do like a vlog type series for any of our events, like if we have an engagement party and bridal shower and things like that. And then I also kind of want to do some type of like wedding makeup series maybe, or like wedding outfits. Let me know what you guys want to see down below as far as wedding content goes, and I would love to film it. I had a couple of people ask what I'm most excited about as far as wedding planning goes, and I don't know. I am like the type of girl that has dreamed of my wedding since I was little, and especially since Thomas and I got together and really started talking about marriage. I have had like 3 wedding Pinterest boards and all kinds of stuff, so I'm honestly very excited about the entire process. But I think one of the things that I'm most excited for is to go try on wedding dresses. That is something with my mom. That is something we've talked about since I was probably 10 or 11. We always watched Say Yes to the Dress. That was something that we always did together, and we would always just talk about, you know, one day we really wanted to go to Kleinfeld, New York, and me try on wedding dresses there. And so I'm really excited just to try on wedding dresses in general and have her with me. I don't know that we'll be able to go to Kleinfeld, especially with everything going on. I don't necessarily have to try on wedding dresses for a little while, at least the next 6 months. So fingers crossed that everything is somewhat back to normal by then, so that we can do that together, because it's something we've always talked about. But yeah, I would say definitely wedding dress shopping. And somebody asked what I'm the least excited for, and or most nervous about as far as planning goes. I think just money-wise, honestly, is the thing that makes me the most anxious. Weddings are not cheap, and I've always known that, but like getting prices from people and like hearing from friends who have gotten married or I cannot speak today, or hearing from friends that are engaged that have talked to vendors and like them giving me prices, my mind is blown. So I think that's like what I'm most nervous about, is just the price of everything, because it's so much money. And then I think also just like having to hear people's opinions, you know, about the wedding and about money, and oh, you should just elope, or you should have a shorter engagement, you should have a longer engagement. Because everybody's different, everybody has different opinions, which you are definitely entitled to. So I think also just hearing people's opinions, because I am very much a people pleaser, and I know it's gonna get to me, but I'm just trying to tell myself from the very beginning to only do things for me and Thomas. That is what it's about. It's about. Somebody asked me a really good question, and it is, do you feel pressure to have like a big extravagant wedding because of social media? And because I do like make YouTube videos and blog and things like that. I definitely do think anybody feels pressure from social media, not just necessarily wedding planning, but definitely when it comes to wedding planning. I think because I've always dreamed about like having it just, you know, the amazing fairy tale wedding. Social media definitely puts a little pressure on that, but at the same time, I don't really feel pressure. I don't have anybody to impress but myself and Thomas. Like, what we want is what matters most. But yeah, all that being said, I do kind of feel the pressure. I think it's normal for anybody to feel like they need to have this like big, glamorous, Pinterest perfect wedding for Instagram and YouTube and things like that. But at the same time, I also have the thought process that I don't really care about what anybody else thinks. I'm gonna have what I want to have, and if that's not a Pinterest perfect wedding to some people, then so be it. Somebody asked if I was going to be doing my own makeup for my wedding, and I haven't 100% decided yet, but probably not. I probably will have another makeup artist do my makeup. Only because I don't want to have to like stress about it on my wedding day. I am gonna do a few trial runs like myself and just kind of see what I can come up with as far as bridal looks go. I have done makeup on brides before, but I don't know if I would want to do it myself. All that being said, I think I would rather have another makeup artist do my makeup on my wedding day, just so that I can like relax and enjoy the day. But I haven't 100% decided yet. I need to practice on myself a little bit and see kind of like what I like, and if I can do it myself, then I'll do my own makeup and have someone else do like my bridesmaid's makeup. But yeah, I haven't decided yet, but I don't think so. All right, I think I'm just gonna answer one more question and end it here. There were quite a few questions, but I think a lot of them will be answered throughout like the whole wedding series that I do and things like that. This question was really sweet, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with our engagement, but more of our relationship. And somebody asked, what is one thing that I love the most about Thomas? Why I'm most excited to marry him, which I thought was really sweet. And Thomas is literally my favorite person on this planet, but we just have so much fun together. When I tell you, he brings out the goofy side in me, which I love, because I know sometimes I can take myself a little bit too seriously, and I like worry about what other people think and things like that, and he always brings out the fun side of myself, which I love. We always have such a blast together. We laugh so hard when we're around each other. Like even through everything's going on when we were like stuck at home, we had the best time together. And so that really makes me excited, because I know through the future, like any hardships we go through, he will help make things brighter. And he also just makes me feel really safe and really comfortable, which I feel like is so important. Like I never feel out of place or worried when I'm around him. He just like makes me feel really safe. So I really love that about him too, and I know that will make him a really good husband. All right, y'all, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Also, let me know down below what kind of wedding videos you want to see on this channel. If you want to see more vlog style videos, whatever it may be, give me some ideas. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll also be posting a lot of wedding content on there as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.